presentation of the National Football League.
The sun is out. A great afternoon for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins.
Welcome to the field, your 2025 Miami Dolphins.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. Off we go from South Florida. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League. 29-year-old quarterback, Josh Allen, in the prime of his career.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
They get 11. Quickly pick up the first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen.
Allen's pass complete to Khalil Shakir. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2. Play action. It's Allen. Reaching for it. The tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
I really like this call, Mike. These are rundowns. 2nd and short. All right, what do most teams do? Just extend the drive, pick up a 1st down. This is prime opportunity for play pass, play action, trying to take a shot. Now, it falls incomplete, but you still have 3rd and potentially 4th down, and you only need a couple yards.
He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
And the Bills' 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. Allen to throw again. They'll go back to Shakir. He's got another one. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
And now they find themselves on the verge of really putting together an opening statement drive here at the start of this game. But now that the field becomes condensed, continue to be smart in the way you attack this defense. The last thing you want to do is settle for free in what's been a very impressive opening drive.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
It's a loss of run. Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Second and goal. They'll run with a man who went to high school nearby, Miami Central. It's James Cook. And he is going the wrong way, tackled back at the 7.
And now with that stop on second and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. Third and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on third and goal? Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook.
I think you got to go for it here, Mike. They've had this impressive opening drive where they've marched their way all the way down into the red zone, and the last thing you want to do here is settle for 3. This is the chance. Set the tone for the rest of the game, and let's see what they dial up here on 4th down.
So, trying to make a statement on this opening drive. Gonna go for it on 4th and goal. Allen gonna keep it on his own read. And he will do it himself. He's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead.
Bills 7, Dolphins 0.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, Malik Washington. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Miami offense set to go, led by 27-year-old Tua Tagovailoa. Very hard to believe, 6th season as the Dolphins quarterback.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
Play action. Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achane. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here comes 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tua. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and They're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
So on fourth down, the Dolphins turn to Ryan Stonehouse to punt. Deep for the Bills is Brandon Codrington. And he's in! Touchdown, Bills. What a big play for the special teams unit, Greg. They get the block and the score. A big swing that starts with getting to the kicker.
Yeah, exactly right, Mike. And anytime you draw up a successful punt block rush, it starts with identifying the breakdown of the protection unit. In this case, they found that weak link. They were able to exploit it. It leads not only to the block, but to the touchdown.
Now Bass to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0.
Dolphins, nothing.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Washington now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. One quarter in the books. The Bills with the early advantage. And we're back to South Florida after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter. They've got it second down and 12 to go. From the gun, here's Tua. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. A big-time play for the Dolphins. And even 50 yards.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike. And whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
Tua, give it to Achane, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. To the outside, he's got Waddle. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Leads to to second.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become
In trouble, and down he goes. That's Taylor Rapp bursting in to bring him down.
what started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up third and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Now they operate from back at the 9, and it's third down and goal. Now Tua. That is caught by the tight end, Darren Waller. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The extra point by Sanders is good. The Dolphins are on the board. It's now 14-7. Codrington to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. 1st and 10, and it's Allen. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
The ball comes out, but it looks like the Bills are going to get it back. A fortunate break there.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. Big gain, and that changes the complexion of this drive all the way down to the 40-yard line. Big-time play there for Buffalo. It's a gain of 43 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, But then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Miami after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. The carry for Cook. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd down, 3 to go. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
6. 1st down, Buffalo.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And it's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a
big mistake. It was 1st and goal, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. Tua gonna hold on to this. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Now the Dolphins going to use the 1st of their timeouts. Clock stopped with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter.
At the 11-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. They'll bring Waller in motion here. They'll run this one straight ahead with Aiken. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He's up close to the 20. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Man in motion here is Washington. He'll get this out wide and mark him down up beyond the 30. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the 1st half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
And he is out of bounds at the 45.
That's good.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and He comes through for him there.
And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Second and a yard. Hill brought in motion. A play fake. Now 2 with a throw. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
Jason
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. Chenault going to take it out of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
18-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, halftime straight ahead as we go up to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Dolphins offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Start the drive, it's Achane. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 3. They're going to run, and it's the man from OK State, Ollie Gordon. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Tua and his old Bama teammate Waddle for the Dolphins first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
A run with the fullback in goal. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
I'm all for giving the ball to your fullback and giving him a chance to get in on the action, and I don't love running him side to side. That's the running back's job. If you're going to give it to the fullback, plow ahead, come on offensive line, let's get some push. But now you find yourself losing yardage. I just don't love the call.
I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forwards into the end zone. They'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Bills offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start out first down and 10. Off the play fake, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Throw it on second down. It's Allen. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Bills first down.
First down, Bills.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Now Allen on first down. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
To throw once more, here's Allen. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively, and here you find yourself in a one-score game. Like, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
What can they do here on third down and 7? That's Palmer, the man in motion. On third down, it's Josh Allen. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Buffalo.
And the Bills first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Brings up second down.
Here's Here's a second down and 7 from the 37. Throwing is Allen. Forced out wide. He's going to keep it himself. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Hook is in. Touchdown, Bill.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills are out to a 21-10 lead. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Washington now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Off the bootleg, here's Tua. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's going to be third. They need one. They'll run the sneak. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Off play action, it's Tua. This one caught by Waller. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, they felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
Man in motion is Brown. Fake the head. Now, Tua. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He was trying to get that one to Darren Waller. And it's going to be fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for three, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. On the return, it's Chenault. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, it is second and 6. In motion, Shakir. They'll drop to throw. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Gain of 16 yards.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll run with Gilliam. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
36-yard line.
And that's all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Moore going in motion. On third down, it's Allen. This one caught right side by Knox. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Washington now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with first and 10. Here's Tungo Vailoa. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throw, it was clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
They'll try again here. It's second and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
Throwing on third down, Tungo Vailoa. That going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
In motion, it's Waddle. One last throw here for Tua. That's going to be caught. He's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a first down. So a road win here for the Bills. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.